The Joe Rogan Experience.
Do you know Russell Simmons? He lives in where does he live in? Bali or Indonesia or something like that. He was doing an Instagram live, and he's doing it cross-legged with some crazy yoga shawl over his knees and shit, and it looked like an ashram. And he's basically talking like a yogi in an ashram. This guy was the head of Def Jam.
Yeah.
And he got really, really into yoga. And now he lives in some country somewhere and just fucking does yoga. He's doing Instagram live talking to people. Like a guru.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go that hard.
I'm not either.
I'll do a yoga. I mean, I kind of do my own version of yoga, just shit that I've learned.
Do you do a little yoga?
I stretch all the time.
Yeah?
I have to because you just get to a certain age. If you don't, I mean,
Yeah, I love stretching.
Yeah, you kind of got to do all of that shit. So anyway, enough of that.
You ever take a yoga class?
Yeah.
Like hot yoga? You ever do that?
I just felt like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And I remember too, also my back was fucked up. That's why I went to the class, and the position she started out with, the twisting was happening too quickly. So I kind of just went down to the mat and I was doing all the thing, and the teacher got all freaked out by it.
Really?
She's like, come on, try to stay with the class. You can't be busting out all these different asanas. And I just started fucking laughing, where I was just thinking this is all supposed to be about listening to your body, and you're like the oil man in here trying to control. This is your own little fucking economy. And just the fact that you're walking around like you got it all figured out. You got 99% of people here all doing what the fuck you say, and one guy goes down to his mat because his back is fucked up, and you process it like I'm fucking with your authority in a yoga class. So with my broad brush, I said, fuck hot yoga.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, yoga teachers like everything else. Some of them you're going to enjoy. Some of them are going to be really good at it, and some of them are going to annoy the fuck out of you. What annoys the fuck out of me is when they start giving you motivational advice and telling you how to live your life. You've got to learn to let go of things. Like for me, and then tell some personal story. And so what I got out of that, Jesus Christ, can we fucking move on here? I didn't come here to hear your first grade
I used to go to this one.
Rudimentary psychology.
It was a great class. It was a great class, but the dude, it was fucking awesome. After a while, I was just psychologically breaking this guy down. And something happened to him at a Gold's Gym. I don't know what happened to him. He just was forever making fun of muscle heads. And I was thinking, because I've had the hybrid thing going on. Back before I fucked up my shoulder, I loved lifting weights. I loved going to the gym and all that shit. And I liked the energy in a gym. I liked it. And the old school ones, right? When the guys used to walk around with the towels tucked into their fucking, that shit. And he was forever shitting on it. And then another thing that he would do he would also somehow steer it toward a subtle comment about lovemaking and the way to, and he was putting out his vibe that he was good in bed at the same time.
That's a yoga guy move. Oh.
And he had the little ponytail and shit. It was fucking, it was
Christ.
like a Will Ferrell character. It was fucking funny. It was like a real life, Will Ferrell, just really, just I know everything kind of vibe. He wasn't as bad as that, but it was just that the whole.
I get it. Yeah.
It was funny though, and I used to sit there. This was this dude in New York. I remember it was fucking hilarious, and what was hilarious was I was bad at yoga. You're not supposed to even say that. If you're doing it, man, you just wherever your body's at is where you're supposed to be, right? And I just remember when he would walk around the class and he would adjust people, he'd always skip me and then adjust some hot chick who was way more flexible than me. And it's just really? I'm doing it right as I'm sitting over here. For some reason, I never needed an adjustment.
Of course.
And this was the 90s, so you could get away with this shit. There was a lot of adjusting like this, almost cupping a titty and fucking shit on the hips and stuff. Yeah. Hey, God bless him. It's like a Pied Piper. You got all these hot chicks in there, and you get them all stretched out before he banged them, and it worked. So I couldn't hate on him for that, but it was, I to get through the class because I have such fucking ADD. I was just, there was like a comedy show going on within it, like, you know, like house, and then like a couple buddies, like, dude, you got to go. You know, we'll do like a, you know, like a bet when he's gonna shit, how many times he's gonna shit on the gym.
What does he say?
What would he say? He would talk about the muscle heads coming in there, and they had no flexibility, and you know, and how everything was all like overdeveloped. But you know, we'd always be doing some fucked up pose or something, and he goes, "This works on your psoas." Like, what machine in the gym? You know, is there a psoas machine? You know, like I can't remember. It was like fucking. It was a long time ago, and at first it pissed me off. It's just like, well, I like fucking doing curls. What's wrong with doing curls? And then it just became funny to me.
There's a specific type of guy that's like that. I went to a yoga guy once. He used to sing in classes. He wound up like. He wound up banging this lady that was there.
Oh, there was a lot back in the day. You can't do it now. Yeah, there was a lot of banging back then.
There's a lot of. This was like I guess this was late '90s, early 2000s maybe, and he would sing in class, and it was so cheap. It was so disingenuous. Oh yeah, like he would do these like yoga songs. I was like, you are so gross.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
No, yoga guys are famous for that.
There was some really good ones that I found.
Oh, fuck
but
yeah.
I found out, you know, some.
Yeah, there's some really good ones.